One of the tallest waterfalls in Europe can be found in central Italy in Umbria, near the city of Terni. What makes it even more remarkable is that at 165 metres high, it is the tallest man-made waterfall in the world, and, even more surprisingly, it was created by the ancient Romans. Let's take a closer look at the stunning Cascate delle Marmore, including their history, their use today for hydroelectricity, and what you can see today. The Cascate have been a major attraction since their creation over 2,000 years ago. They were a major part of the Grand Tour, and today attract around 10,000 paying visitors each summer weekend to the nature park around the waterfall. All the usual suspects from history have been here, including Pliny the Elder, Virgil, Shelley, Byron, Turner and Dickens. It's even been claimed that Leonardo da Vinci visited the waterfall and drew it, although there is no conclusive proof that this is actually it. Shelley recommended the view from the bottom, and I rather agree with him. The waterfalls are mesmerising, and I could have stayed there for hours, except they divert the water to generate hydroelectricity, which reduces the flow to a trickle. You have to check the timetable to time your visit to ensure you are there for the hour or two when the waterfall is flowing. Lord Byron's visit is commemorated by a bench and features in his epic Childe Harold's Pilgrimage, describing its horrible beauty and the deafening roar of the waters. I'm not sure how well known Lord Byron is nowadays, but his presence continues to be felt in Umbria, which he visited in April 1817, and featured prominently in his poetry. In addition to the waterfall, he also wrote about Lake Trasimeno and the wonderful springs of Clitunno, about which I've also done a video, link in the description below. The waterfall was created around 270 BCE, when the Romans drained the marshy waters of the Rieti Valley by diverting the water into the river Velino, after flowing through the picturesque lake of Pierdeluco. The water flows over the cliff of Marmore, creating the waterfall we see today. The name Marmore refers to the marble-like appearance of the rock, although it's really limestone. Appropriately, the water will ultimately end up in the river Tiber and make its way through the city of Rome and into the nearby Mediterranean Sea. As with so many ancient wonders, the Cascate fell into disrepair after the fall of the Roman Empire, and by the 1500s much of the marshland and resulting malaria had returned. The region of Umbria was by then a part of the Papal States, so under the control of the Vatican, and Pope Clement VIII completed the work to restore it by ordering the building of a new canal. In the 1890s, the force of the water was harnessed with the creation of a hydroelectric power plant, which generated electricity for the nearby city of Terni and helped it become one of the main producers of steel in Italy. Even the power plant is, in its own way, a work of art. This is the Centrale di Galetto. The Cascate are now the centrepiece of a natural park, Il Parco della Cascata, which you have to pay around €10 to visit. The top of the waterfall can be glimpsed from the public road, but to experience the whole thing, you'll need to pay to enter the park. Several walks are clearly signposted, and it's even possible to go rafting near the base of the waterfall. At night, the waterfall is illuminated, and sometimes there are firework displays and concerts. The park hosts an unusually high level of biodiversity, with plentiful informative signs explaining what you can see. As you would expect at one of the biggest tourist attractions in Umbria, there are things to buy, some of them local specialities, including the almost ubiquitous porchetta, something which Umbria is particularly well known for. I love Le Cascate delle Marmore, and I hope I haven't given the impression they are touristy. Despite their immense beauty and scale, they're not heaving with visitors. In fact, nowhere in this part of southern Umbria is. From Roman ruins to magnificent waterfalls, this whole area is well worth visiting, and, best of all, it is almost never overcrowded. I hope you enjoyed this short video about Le Cascate delle Marmore. If you'd like to watch more videos about all things Italian, please check again, as there'll be future videos coming out shortly, and please do feel free to subscribe.